Rigging a bluefin boat takes 2 hours if you move fast. Every single item has a specific place and a specific function. This boat has made over 800 trips chasing bluefin.
Life raft, inspected and ready? Confirmed. Flares are all here? Good.
Fuel is the first expense. 2,000 gallons of diesel at $4.50 a gallon.
$9,000 before the boat leaves dock.
The outriggers spread the trolling lines wide, giving the spread a footprint 60 feet across. A patrolling bluefin anywhere in that zone will see the baits. A fed crew is a focus crew. The cook knows that at hour 14, when everyone is exhausted and cold,
Ugh, it's getting worse. What do I do?
the harbor bar is the gate between the world of land and the world of sea. Every fisherman crosses it with a different feeling. Phytoplankton feeds zooplankton. Zooplankton feeds baitfish. Baitfish feeds bluefin. The food chain is traceable, measurable, and predictable.
Dense school at 180 feet. They haven't scattered, still feeding? This is it.
School located. Coordinates 32.5 north, 65.2 west.
Copy that! Full throttle east! Get the gear ready! Rods up! Watch the weight!
When word gets out, competition arrives fast. The crew that gets their gear in the water first has the advantage. Positioning now is everything. Experienced captains never rush their approach. One wrong move and the school sounds. You get one approach, make it count.
Current's pushing them north, we'll arc in from the south. Got it, Cap. Ready on the deck.
This chart plotter holds 22 years of memories. Every mark is a fish caught, a fish lost, a storm weathered, or a discovery made. The rip line is a bluefin cafeteria. Two currents colliding concentrate bait fish, squid, and crustaceans into a narrow band. Everything that eats bait knows to follow the rip. Water chemistry doesn't lie. The right dissolved oxygen level and salinity tell you that bait fish can survive here. Flying fish don't glide for sport. Something pushed them up. Below them, invisible, fast, and very hungry, is almost certainly a bluefin tuna.
Drone is away.
The drone sees what the human eye can't. That dark shadow at 20 feet is a school of bluefin in a lazy post-feeding cruise.
Time to intercept.
Half a mile ahead.
Copy. Let's go.
The spreader bar is a bluefin deception. From below, it looks exactly like a panicked squid school. One of the lures in the spread holds the hook. The bluefin picks the wrong one. The daisy chain is a tease. No hook in the teaser, but it raises the bluefin to the surface. When the fish commits to the chain, the pitch bait with the hook goes in. Game over. A properly bridled ballyhoo swims perfectly at trolling speed. It looks alive, catches fish. A sloppy rig spins and creates a bubble trail that bluefin will refuse.
Drop! 1, 2, 3.
Chunking is patience fishing. You build a slick behind the boat, chunks of bait drifting back in the current, and you wait for the bluefin to follow the scent lane to you. Night chunking with deck lights is otherworldly. The bioluminescence makes the bluefin glow like living torpedoes in the water below. Deep jigging for bluefin is pure athletics. A 400-gram metal jig worked at 300 feet for 45 minutes straight. Your shoulders burn, your hands blister, the fish hit on the drop. Slow-pitch jigging targets bluefin that refuse faster presentations. The fluttering fall mimics an injured fish, irresistible to a predator tuned to detect vulnerability. When bluefin are on the surface and aggressive, the popper is the most visual and visceral way to catch them. You see the fish coming before it eats. Every nerve goes electric. The stickbait demands accuracy. Cast short of the boil and you're too far. Cast into the boil and you'll tangle with running fish. The sweet spot is the edge, and it's a foot wide. At 600 feet, no human can hand crank a reel. The electric reel extends the fishable zone into a depth range where giant bluefin spend their days when conditions push them down.
Yes, fish on the screen. 12 o'clock, coming left, throw now.
Modern bluefin drags operate at 60 pounds of pressure and can run for hours.
Reel in, quick! Outriggers clear! Rod stowed, chair locked. All clear! New direction! Captain, call up!
Without a harness, fighting a giant bluefin is impossible. The harness transfers the load to the angler's back and hips. Even then, the fish is stronger than the human for the first hour. Deep stalemate. The fish has gone to the bottom and sat. This is the bluefin's best trick, using gravity and sheer mass to simply outlast the angler's arms. There is no shame in tagging out. Circle hooks don't need to be set, you just come tight. The hook rotates as the fish swims away and finds the corner of the jaw every single time. They changed bluefin fishing permanently.
He's circling starboard. Move, move. Get it. Keep the slack out. Coward, hold day. Lights clear. One more lap.
First sight of the leader is the moment the crew shifts from fighting the fish to landing it. Two completely different skill sets take over. The hardest part might be just beginning.
Tail wrap. It's tail wrap. I'm adjusting the angle. Hold steady. It's pulling reversal. Engine brake.
The wire man is the final link between the angler's fight and the fish's landing. His hands feel every surge. He communicates through the leader to an animal he cannot see.
Look, another one. A second bluefin. It's following the hooked one. Stay focused. Work the first fish. Get the gap. Haul it up. Reset quick for the second. Whoa! Look at the size of that. It's huge. Bigger than that man.
Some crews tail rope before gaffing. The tail rope removes the fish's ability to generate power. Once the tail is controlled, the animal's fight drops by 80%. In the seconds before the gaff, there is a moment of acknowledgement. You are looking at one of the ocean's greatest creatures. It is looking back at you.
Pull! All hands! Hold fast! It's giving! Keep it tight!
Curve fork length, 178.3.
Got it. Girth now.
Girth, 72.1.
Weight calculated at 345.7.
Confirmed. Entry complete.
The blood groove cut follows the lateral line perfectly. Done right, it opens the main arteries simultaneously. The fish is fully bled in under 4 minutes. Time is always running. Gill removal accelerates bleeding and eliminates a major bacterial contamination source. The gill arches contain the largest blood vessels in the fish. Removal is mandatory for premium grade.
Slush ice cools faster than dry ice because it conforms to every surface. The goal is to drop the core temperature of a 400-pound fish from 90 degrees to 34 degrees in under an hour.
The dorsal fin section goes into a sealed government sample bag on every trip. NOAA uses the samples to track population genetics and to verify species and catch legality. The absorbent wrap prevents condensation from forming on the fish during temperature changes, which would encourage bacterial growth. It's the last line of defense before the hold.
Head 34, tail 35, belly 38. Hot spot on the belly, add ice. On it. Packing more now.
A properly packed fish hold is an engineering problem. Air must circulate between fish. Drainage must flow away from the fish. Nothing can touch a wall. Temperature must be even throughout.
First angle, second angle, third angle, fourth angle. Upload confirmed.
Reel's locked up. It's jammed. Emergency field's here. Switch it. Got it. Clipping the line. Pump it now. Don't let go. Hydraulics are gone. Pneumatics are gone. Manual haul now. Got it. Pull steady.
A fouled prop in open ocean is a 5-alarm emergency. The designated diver has been underwater before, but never in these current conditions.
You got it.
Primaries failed. Backup is active. Copy.
Chart shows 48 north.
Backup mat steady as she goes.
The bilge alarm is the voice of the boat telling you something is wrong below the waterline. You don't wait. You don't check the data again. You move.
Okay. Grab the loose end. Secure it.
Check for damage. Can we continue?
Steel cable under 200 pounds of load has enormous stored energy when it parts. Snapping outrigger cable can kill someone. The crew ducks first and secures second.
We need to repair.
An overheating engine on a commercial boat isn't a roadside breakdown. You can't call a tow truck. The engineer solves this problem with what's on the boat, or it doesn't get solved. Monofilament that looks perfect to the eye can have stress fractures invisible without UV light. A straightened hook means the fish was enormous. That hook was rated for 400 pounds of pull. Whatever bent it was pulling harder than that.
Captain, the emergency handheld radio is dead. Understood. We're drilling this. Inventory all backups now.
Tip snap there. Stay on it. Back rod coming up. I've got him. Keep pulling. Ready when you are. Knots here. Pull left. Got it. It's tight. He's tight. Pull the stairs. One more.
Where there are bluefin, there are great whites. The shark circles with patience that is almost contemplative. It is learned that a fighting fish is easier than hunting one.
It's going light.
The sharks have learned to follow the boat. They wait for the fish to tire. Then they collect the back half.
Whoa, look, the sunfish. It's cute.
The mola mola is the world's hullest bony fish. It spends its life eating jellyfish and confusing fishermen. It does not care about your bluefin schedule. Orca in bluefin country is both beautiful and commercially devastating. These intelligent predators know exactly
How to work alongside. They're after for generations. All boats be advised.
Commercial fishermen see more ocean debris than anyone. When a sea turtle needs help, you stop. It delays the fishing by 20 minutes. No one complains. On certain nights, the entire ocean seems to be alive with light. The bioluminescence is caused by millions of microscopic organisms, each one a tiny living lantern. A whale shark encounter at sea is always a gift. The largest fish on Earth, moving through your tuna grounds as if the entire ocean is its private swimming pool. It is. A man-o-war bloom shuts down surface fishing. Tentacles 100 feet long tangle every line. Even worse, bluefin refuse to feed through them. You have to go around. An albatross can follow a fishing boat for days without landing or flapping once. It surfs the wind shear off the hull. Sea turtles can live 100 years. This one has been swimming these waters since before any man on this boat was born.
Following boat, this is lead. Good numbers at 44.5 north, 67.2 west. Watch your gear.
Copy lead, adjusting course. Thanks for the heads up.
Commercial fishing is shift work at sea. Tired crews make dangerous mistakes. The rotation system keeps everyone functional. The Bimini twist creates a 100% strength loop at the end of your main line. You cannot fish seriously for bluefin without knowing this knot.
Fire! Engine room! Move! Extinguisher deployed. Fire's out. Man overboard. Fire! Leaves and turn initiate. Flat way. Fire!
Under 2 minutes. Good work, team. If you can't tie knots in the dark, wet, and under pressure, you're not ready. Watch this. Loop, wrap, through, pull. That's the clinch. And the Palomar?
1, 2, 3. Yeah! Oh!
Okay, what happened at the boat? The turn was too wide. I lost the angle.
Cooking in a seaway is a martial art. One hand for yourself, one hand for the food.
Hold steady now.
Running out of gear at sea is a beginner mistake. Professional boats carry 3 times what they expect to use. A dull gaff is a missed fish. The gaff hook must be needle sharp enough to penetrate the thickest part of the bluefin's body. The dead calm is its own challenge. Without wind to ripple the surface, bluefin can see everything above the water. Offshore kelp patties are micro-ecosystems. The shadow and structure attract bait fish by the millions. A big patty can hold bluefin for weeks. Finding a fresh one is finding a gold mine. Wind is the hidden enemy of precision fishing. It pushes the boat, it blows the lines, it kills the drift. You can fight the wind or you can find a lee, but you can't ignore it. Heavy rain actually improves some fishing. It reduces surface glare, scatters the light, and makes the boat less visible from below. The discomfort is all yours. The fish don't mind at all. Summer heat doubles the fish care challenge. More ice melts, the crew overheats, critical temperature windows narrow. Everything that can go wrong with your catch is accelerated by the sun.
Check the hold again.
Lightning and carbon fiber fishing rods are a lethal combination.
All rods down. Secure them flat.
Every tall conductive item on the boat comes down immediately.
Lower outriggers. Fishing stopped. Safety is not negotiable.
Currents have shifted. The bluefin have moved. Sonar is clear. They've left the area. Sonar is full. Haul them in.
That's coming up clean, Captain. Big haul. Little job. 20, now 25, 30 bid.
Captain, these satellite photos are clear. The bluefin looks excellent. Glad to hear. What's the grade? I'm grading as grade 1. Market rate is $40 per kilo. Every kilo of landed bluefin is officially weighed and recorded.
Bluefin 186.5 kilograms.
The quota system depends on this data being accurate.
Database entry confirmed.
The premium buyer flies in from Tokyo for the best catches. He pays more than the auction price for fish he selects himself. The captain holds this fish back for exactly this moment.
I'll take it. 30,000. So, how much is left?
After last week's haul, we're at 82%.
Member who owns shares in the catch also own responsibility for the vessel's condition.
Before the first fish is caught, 15 years old plus gross.
Commercial fishing is a business before it's an adventure. The distance from ocean to plate, the fish landed alive in the base of the rake this morning, that matters to people who care about food.
The last trip. We did it.
Feels good.
Night longline retrieval is a different world. The lights attract fish and squid to the gear. The darkness beyond the work area is total.
Bait fish are thick. The big ones are circling deep. Target the lead tuna. It's aggressive.
A 120-yard cast with a heavy lure into a specific spot the size of a dining table. With wind, on a moving boat. Pacific bluefin don't stop feeding in winter. Neither do the crews that chase them. The cold water produces the highest quality fish, the best grade, the best marbling, the best price. A fish that takes all your line is a fish you lose, unless you have a second spool ready.
Professional crews have thought about empty field area. And slow it! Pull back!
3 up a triple header, the captain's greatest challenge.
Oh, son's running hot! I'm swinging the bow right to split him! Line's pulling left, it's gonna spool!
1,012 pounds. The number hangs in the air for a second before it becomes real. The core sample of a great fish is a cross-section of the ocean's richness. Each zone tells you how well this fish fed and for how long. Aquaculture research may be the bluefin's future. In research facilities, scientists are learning to breed bluefin in captivity.
This is a good size for tagging. Caught it in the deeper channel.
A juvenile bluefin is 1/10 of an inch long when it hatches. It will grow faster than almost any other fish on Earth, reaching 100 pounds in its first year if conditions are right.
Back in the 60s, we hauled in catches like this every day.
Incredible. What happened?
Overfishing. The honest ones admit it.
Some trips end with the fish going back. The decision to release a fish this size, worth $40,000, is not easy. It is made deliberately and with full understanding of what it means.
The future of sustainable bluefin fishing depends on young fishermen who understand the biology before they touch the gear. Knowledge is the first responsibility.
So the swim bladder helps with depth?
Exactly.
Marine protected areas are not obstacles to fishing. They are investments in the future of fishing. At the end of every fishing day, the ocean keeps far more than it gives. There are more bluefin down there than we will ever catch.
It brings giants and weather. Winter brings the best fish and the hardest days.
Professional standards don't erode at hour 16 on a good boat. They hold. That's what makes a good boat. Commercial fishing harbors exist inside cities that have largely forgotten the sea. The fish up is visible dust. A season of bluefin fishing mapped. Every dot is a trip. Every blank area is where the fish weren't. Every fee, every stress crack, every place the sea is worked on the hull. You fix everything before it goes back in. This logbook is the truest record of a life spent working the sea. Most of the ocean has never been touched by human activity. Most of the bluefin's life happens in waters. The bluefin who chase it at its best. The ocean is not theirs. They borrow it.